Hi guys. So I was kind of thinking about something, and something came to my mind really strong. That was like, life is all about circulation. And I was kind of thinking about that, but now that I think about it, it's kind of true, because at the end of the day, we're like vibrating, and we are energetic beings, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense, but we emit energies. So yeah, money is energy, our body is energy, our life is energy. Yeah, everything is energy, and not just energy, like water is also like circulation, as well as our like blood. That's what I thought, like it's also like circulation. So like it's really important to keep the flow circulating. Does that make sense? Like never stop the circulation. So, and then I was kind of like thinking about that. We have, I don't know exactly what happens, but when it comes to like water in nature, in the mother nature, it rains, and it forms like, it forms a river, or flows into that the rainwater flows into river, and river goes to the ocean. Then the ocean creates, I don't know, somehow like clouds in the sky, and that will make it rainy again. So it's kind of like, what the water is always like circulating. But when it comes to like water not circulating, like for example, like puddle, like it gets dirty and like muddy, and like like dirty or something like that. And when the water is not flowing, or like not circulating, it goes bad, I guess. I don't know, or something not good happens to it, water wise. And I was reading a book, or I don't know where I got this information from, but when I was reading or listening to this video, I learned that money is also like the one of the energies. Money is energy. First and foremost, money is energy, and money is the energy of appreciation and happiness. That's what I learned. So like I said, it's energy. So like you are supposed to keep it like circulating, never stop the circulation. So but when it comes to like money, I relate to this so strong, and that's what I've been kind of like working. This is actually like what I'm trying to like deal with myself. But I struggled with money a lot, so it's kind of hard for me, or most of the people, or now it's everything is expensive, like recession. I don't know exactly. I am not gonna get into all that. So like we're all are, not all of us, but most of us are kind of like struggling. So that makes harder for us to use money even. But when, like I said, the money is also energy, so you're not supposed to stop the flow. You're not supposed to stop the circulation. So when you stop the circulation, because it is supposed to be circulated, so money, how can I word this? Like, I had a point, but I forgot. But if you don't use your money, then if you don't use it, then that money is like useless. Not useless, but like I keep saying the same thing. But money is supposed to be circulated, so you're not supposed to hold onto it for a long time. Hold it in your bank account or somewhere. You're not supposed to like hold it in your bank account or in your safe, or it is supposed to like be used, and you earn back, or you get it back somehow. I'm still figuring out. I'm still learning. But so yeah, money is also energy, so you're not supposed to stop the flow, stop the circulation. And like I said in earlier, money is like the energy of happiness and appreciation. So, nowadays I used to do this a lot, but when I use money, I felt like almost like guilty for using that, because then my bank account balance gets more close, like closer to zero. So I have to be constantly like checking the bank account every time I use my money. And and that almost for sure made me guilty for using that. And I was reluctant to use money for anything because I was running out of it. So, but since it's the money is also like the energy of like appreciation and happiness, so you're supposed to not use it out of like guilt or anything. Like you're supposed to use it with gratitude and appreciation and happiness. I don't know if that made sense, but so like instead of like feeling guilty and like freaking out about like your bank account is hitting close to zero, but instead you can do like say thank you so much, and like thank you, just basically just appreciate it, appreciate and love it. Like, I love you, thank you so much. It sounds so weird, but I've been doing that. I've been actually trying this like work, I guess I could say. But when I use money, I don't want to use it like, I don't want to feel guilty, that because I need to use it sometimes, or it's just an energy of happiness and appreciation. So I am just trying my best to use it with gratitude and happiness and appreciation. Gratitude, same thing. So I'm saying thank you, like thank you for giving me the opportunity to like exchange money with something really awesome. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to exchange money with something valuable and something awesome that makes my life like happier, enjoyable, more like meaningful, or something like that. And I tell money that I love you. So kind of like that. So you're not supposed to stop the circulation of money. Not just money, life is all about like flow and circulation. I'm still kind of try to think about like money as circulation. Not money, I mean like life as circulation. I don't know if it is circulating, but if you believe in reincarnation or incarnation, was it reincarnation, then I guess our life is also kind of like circulating. We have past lives, and then you have present life, and you have maybe future life. I don't know. But if you believe that also life is like circulating in that way or in other ways, I don't know. And also not just circulation and cycle and circulation is different thing, right? But circulation and cycles, I'm a little bit confused. But when it comes to like taking action, like there's some sort of like cues to cause or push you to take action for some sort of thing in life. So hypothetically, that thing is like, most of the time we have like goals or like some achievements we want to make, or goals and achievements we have, like desires, and then we take action and we get outcome out of taking action, and we kind of like evaluate whether that, you know, your path or your actions you are taking are actually like working or not, and like, you know, you do it again, like, you know, new action, and you know, that cycle. Yeah, so, and we need to circulate that cycle. I don't know if that made sense, if that makes sense, but you know, we have to like keep repeating the cycle, keep not have to keep repeating the cycle, but you know, circulate, all about circulation. I hope this makes sense. But yeah, and then, but you know, like money, we're reluctant to use money nowadays. Like I told you, we're kind of afraid to use money, so we are the ones who are kind of stopping the circulation. That's why we don't get these money back, I guess I could say. So I know it's way easier said than done, and especially nowadays, it's really, really scary. It is very, very almost terrifying to use money. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, like I told you, every time you use it, use it with gratitude and love and happiness, and you know, fake it till you make it. You know, first time you try that work, it feels weird. Everything you try first time feels weird, but fake it till you make it. And now I am actually, and I don't know, this happened because of that work I did, like money work, like, you know, appreciate, use money with like appreciation and happiness and like, you know, these kind of stuff. But I don't know why, but now it's not as scary as it used to be to use money. And after that, I don't know why, but I feel like my money is for sure, like, I am getting paid back, or I don't know how to explain it, but I am getting money back somehow, you know, in unexpected ways. Like, you know, for example, I get paid by my family. Unexpected paycheck came out, and this really happened to me. So yeah, and it was not just like $10 or $100, like it's even more than that. So I was like, what, it is working, so maybe it's worth trying. You know, use your money with gratitude, love, and happiness. And I'm not here to talk about money, no, but also life is all about like circulation, like I said. But you know, most of the time we're the one, like I said, we're the ones who are actually stopping the circulation of life. I don't know what exactly it is, but life never changes if you don't take action. Did that make sense? Like, you know, you can't change your life. You can't change your life without taking action. So like taking action. And I also reading this book, spiritual book, and in that book it said like, wait, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. What? Sorry, never mind. It will come back if it's meant to. So yeah, I was talking about circulation in life, and circulation on life. You're not supposed to stop the circulation of life and then take action. You can't change your life without taking action. So yes, and then what? You know, without taking action, our lives never gonna change. We humans are like good at, or like, you know, we are naturally like overthink about everything, and we are constantly like worrying about things. And I can relate to that really, really strong. And I'm actually something I am dealing with. But in that book, like, you know, we don't take action. I am saying this with love, but you know, it hit me, it kind of made sense in my head. but we are kind of like worrying about stuff not to take action, you know. While we are kind of worrying about stuff, we don't need to, like, you know, take action. We are kind of like arising, or we are generating, or we are creating like so many like worries or anxiety while we are worrying about stuff. That's not something I want to talk about, right? We are worrying about stuff because we don't want to take action. We are kind of like, it's kind of excuse not to take action, because taking action is such a, you know, to be honest, such a pain in the pain in the ass, right? So we don't want to do it. We want to avoid it, you know. But without it, we can change it. And I was in this cycle for a long time, like for the entire time, almost like 20 something years. I was in this negative loop, negative cycle I was in. Like, you know, I want to take action because I want to change my life, but I am not an overthinker, so I can never take action, and I always constantly like worrying about stuff, you know, what if this, what if this, what if that. And you know, of course I cannot take action with such mental state. And does that make sense? Like, you know, my mental state was really unstable, so maybe it's just an excuse, I don't know, but I couldn't take action any. So I beat myself up, I criticize myself a lot, and that, you know, ruins my self-esteem, or, you know, self-worth, and that made me unable to take action. So, and I beat myself up, that negative loop I was in. But I decided to change it, you know. I was like done. I was so done with life, you know. I was like done living like that, my life. I was done living my life like that, so I changed it, and I managed. I'm still in the process of like changing it, because I built my foundation of my life on that, like, you know, negative loop, negative cycle of life. So I'm still trying to change that foundation. So it's taking so long and so much, like, you know, stuff to purge and like purify. I don't know. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, you are the decider of your life. So if you decide to change your life and take action for you, then you can change your life. You know, there's so many, like, it's kind of tricky. Our life is so tricky sometimes, but if you understand the tricky part, or if you understand how things works on earth, I guess it's not that hard. And we are the one who are actually like complicating life. Maybe it could be so simple, you know, but if you believe in like, this can't be real, you know, life cannot be this simple, you know. If you have like such beliefs in you, then, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't feel like it at all. But you are the one who is creating your life, your reality, and I am the one who is creating my reality. So what you believe in actually, like, you know, your reality, the reality you are currently in is the reflection of your beliefs, or your beliefs, or your thoughts, or you know what I mean. So you can't change your life unless you change your beliefs and your beliefs or identity, I guess. Yeah, but I was talking about circulation, but I guess the biggest and the most important thing to change your life is to decide that you are going to change your life. Like, you know, like I said, I I had been thinking of changing my life. Like, everyone wants to change their lives, right? Like, most of us. And I was one of them. And I was in a dark place, so I've always wanted to change my life. But now that I think about it and I look back on my life and on my path, the moments I changed my life was like when I decided to, like, truly decided, like, genuinely, I swore to God that I am going to change my life. I hate living like this. I hate my life right now. So I have to get out of this zone I was in, like, current reality, like before. Like, decide that you're gonna change your life. That is the most important and first and foremost important part of changing your life. Just to decide. But like, not just saying, I'm gonna change my life tomorrow. Not like that. I am done living like this, and I am tired of being or living my life like this. So I swear to God, I will change my life. That resolution. You swear from the bottom of your heart to change your life. That is, I think, the most important. Not the most, but also, like, I think so many people are overlooking the importance of making decision, like, from the bottom of their hearts to change their lives. That's, I think, we are, like I said, our brain automatically, our mind works, like, negatively. And that's actually, like, we don't need to blame that. We appreciate it, that because that is the system. Like, instinct is, like, system to protect us humans from, like, any potential dangers, or it is working for you to live longer on this planet. There's so many, like, threats or dangers, so that's why we need instinct to, like, prevent us from, like, getting hurt or something like that. Does that make sense? So it is a natural habit. But nowadays, in modern society, your life does not end when you make mistakes. It almost feels like it, but it doesn't end your life. It is actually the start of your life, like restart of your life when you make mistake. So you get to start over. You get to start new life when you make mistake, because mistake is kind of like, the milestones or something that is making you to realize something, or correct your course, or sending some messages, sending some sort of, like, feedbacks or messages from above. I guess that is, for me personally, that is kind of like present from the universe. So mistakes are, yeah, we are supposed to embrace it, and we are supposed to, like, receive it very happily and appreciative way. Did that make sense? It's getting too long. I don't know how I got into that topic. I was just, like, talking about circulation. But life is all about circulation. So you're not supposed to stop the circulation of life. You're not supposed to stop the circulation of money. You're not supposed to stop anything's circulation, because it's, when you do that, it goes bad, whatever it is. Like water, like blood, when your blood stop circulating, that means, your body, something happens, right? Something not good happens. So yeah, we're not supposed to stop it. Like blood, like water, So we're not supposed to stop the circulation of money, circulation of life, like circulation of everything, genuinely. I don't know what exactly these things are, but life is circulating. So maybe humans to people around you are circulating. That's kind of weird. We are made of energy. Everything has energy. So we are not supposed to stop the circulation of energy at the end of the day. Like, that's the bottom line. We're not supposed to stop the circulation of energy. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It's been almost like 38 minutes, almost 40 minutes. Oh my gosh, I am talking too much, like gibberish. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I love you so much, and I hope you have wonderful, mystical, magical, awesome, wonderful, that's what I said, mystical, magical, wonderful, awesome day, night, morning, lunchtime, bedtime, before bed, after bed, I don't know, whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Talk to you soon.